welcome to the Hot Frenemies, new channel on YouTube from South Africa, Mitchell's Plain, the ends of South Africa, if you know what I mean. So yeah, today it's post-match Brentford versus Liverpool, 3-1. What a game! What are your thoughts?
What is my thoughts?
Yeah,
Played crap, yo. Especially in the first half. You see, the first half, when I looked at the lineup, right? The first time when I looked at the lineup, I had like my suspicions on the left back, on Costas Chimikas, and then also I was thinking about Oxlade Chamberlain, as you know, in the past matches he didn't look so lively. I mean, he felt so out of rhythm with the team. So when I looked at those two names that popped up on the lineup sheet, I was a little bit skeptical about those names, and also Ibrahim Konate. I was, because he hasn't started much matches, and if you look at the World Cup, he came in for, I think it was what's that that centre back in the France national, that's a regular there.
Upamecano.
Yeah. So I remember he was injured for I think the semi-final, and then Ibrahim Konate, he was like a cover centre back. So
yeah,
his playing time wasn't really great.
In the
So
World Cup, yeah.
and also coming before the World Cup with Liverpool. So when I looked at the lineup and I saw those names, I was a little bit suspicious. And I was like having my faith in Jurgen Klopp that no, he's gonna do something here. He's gonna be that moment where he throws together a team and we come home with a 4-0 victory or a 4-1 victory.
And especially against Brentford, you would think Liverpool couple Brentford.
Yeah, I really thought that. So when I looked at it, I gave it the benefit of the doubt. I thought, okay, the win against Leicester 2-1 was a lucky win. It's almost like the luck is now in our direction.
Yeah.
We're gonna start now winning, and then it came to shambles. Okay, you could already see from get-go that there was initially a chance. If Darwin Núñez took his chance there, he could have set the match in a different direction. But him not taking his chance, it allowed almost like the match going into a certain direction where the hosts Brentford felt confident to take Liverpool on, and they felt confident in their own attacking style. Because Liverpool, I mean, in the first half, it looked like they ran out of ideas. I remember the ball going to Thiago, and he was running the centre, but it looked like he ran out of options because he passed over to Trent, but it ended up going to a Brentford defender.
I think it was me.
Yeah, so it was almost like the first half there was no creativity, there was no proper drive to make sure that runs was made and the proper diagonals was made. There was nothing like that. It was more like hope and luck that it's going to get to Darwin Núñez, and then he's going to take it from there.
Nah, but you see, Darwin Núñez remind me of the first time Timo Werner came to Chelsea.
He's
exactly the same player. The only thing he brings to Liverpool is energy, for me. He needs to maybe play more in the Premier League, because the Portuguese league, it's not a very good league. You don't get a lot of quiet players that come from there. Like, you get good players, but not, especially with strikers, man. Not very much big names will come through and hit the ground running in the Premier League.
Look, he had a crap match, man. He had a very bad match in my opinion.
Some would say it's a crap season.
It is, because I can see the guy's got pace, but when it comes to his decision making,
especially in the final third.
In the final third, it looks like he's confident in himself, but in terms of decision making, like a player must have a brain. He's just not making the right decisions, when it comes to decision making. So he's confident in his ability, but the decision making was meant to use his ability, either to take a shot or to either give it over to another teammate, to score the goal. It's been a little bit lopsided there, and I feel like the signing of him is a little bit of, it was a hit and a miss, man.
Yeah.
At the moment it's missing, and it's missing bad.
Yeah, now I don't regret when Man United didn't want to sign him, or took too long to sign him. Is good.
Yeah, look, man, it's just, you see, if he scored the goals, right, though, what was expected of him, then Liverpool wouldn't be in the position that they're in.
Yeah.
You see, so now you got Firmino out, you got Luis Diaz is out, you got those two key players. Now you must remember Sadio Mane was replaced by Fabio Carvalho.
Yeah.
You see, Harvey Ellis also in an attacking midfield position. So when you look at Sadio Mane, his replacement was bought last season, Luis Diaz.
Yeah.
You know? He's injured. So if you look at it properly, this season is that Sadio Mane wasn't properly replaced. You know?
Maybe Jota also. Jota is also like
Yeah.
a kind of player.
Look,
But he's better than Darwin for me.
he's
Way better. He's a big improvement over
Yeah.
Darwin. Yes.
So you look so the goals where you expect goals to come, it is from Jota, from Roberto Firmino and Luis Diaz. Those are your attacking players which you would like. If you must look at their name on the team sheet, you can say no, but he's going to come a goal.
Now player you didn't name there is Mo Salah, and he was nowhere to be found today against Brentford.
Yeah, he was a bit of a flash in the pan. He had his chances. He created nice chances for Darwin Núñez there in the first half, but it just didn't come together in the first half. And so in the first half, Brentford took the opportunities. Liverpool played a high line. They played a high line already in the
Supposed
first
to be
half.
3-0 there already.
You see, so
You won whistle.
by them playing the high line against Brentford, I think that was a mistake because Brentford's players is not slow. So if you look at it properly, the defense on Liverpool, right? The speed that they can, how can I say, get back in position is a little bit, you know, it's taking a chance because
Especially with a right back who can't. He's not the best defender. Trent Alexander-Arnold and Tsimikas, dreadful left back.
yeah,
They were missing Robertson that first half.
yeah, definitely because if I look at it properly, nah, it's that defense on the first half. They weren't up to speed with how Brentford was moving. I must give credit to Brentford. They played according to their strengths. You know, they gave it to the wing. They made sure that their fast players got the ball. You know, the strikers received the ball. They made sure their strikers was in the game. You see, they made sure that they were in positions where they can actually capitalize. So they're good at their set pieces. They made sure they took their chance by the set pieces. You see, so
3 set pieces, 3
yeah,
goals.
so all in all, you know, by the second half, Liverpool was in a position where they had to play even much more attacking, and it left holes open everywhere. And Brentford just capitalized in the last in the 80 minutes. Yeah, I think it was the 82nd minute when this goal was scored, the third goal. So by that time, you could say it's finished already.
Now, do you think the World Cup boy Cody Gakpo could have done a better job there?
I think in this match, I don't think so because the defense is where the match was lost. You see, so it's more of, I would say, Costas Tsimikas, and I would say the whole back line, right, was a no-show. So when Matip came on, when Robertson came on, it strengthened the back line. Because if you look at Matip, if you look at the second half, he was like a ball-playing defensive midfielder.
Oh, it was quality.
You know, he was getting there in the box. He was making sure that he done a little bit of feints, got past some players, and he made sure that he got in positions where he could pass the ball to Keita. Because when Keita came on, you could see here was something happening. So I see you just bring up the stats here. Let me just have a look at the stats. Yeah, look at that. 16 shots for Liverpool, 10 shots for Brentford. Shots on target, Brentford got 7, Liverpool got 6. Possession, according to how I know Liverpool always have possession. You know, so, but the position where they have it is not in creative positions. It's there in the bloody midfield where nothing can happen.
Yeah.
So, it's where Thiago has the ball. He must do some sort of magic, and then the ball must find its way there and someone takes the chance. And that is not how you want to play football, man. You know, you want to make sure that the ball is moving from every position of the field to the next. There's a transition of play.
Yeah.
And that is not happening at the moment. In none of these recent matches is this happening, where the transitional play is not there, where there's a build up towards there. So there's a missing link here.
Yeah, because most Liverpool supporters are saying they are missing a midfielder. They want a Jude Bellingham or Enzo Fernandez maybe, World Cup boy.
Because the midfield, man, you see, you need that proper box to box attacking midfield that will drive the play.
Yeah, you saw that when Keita came on.
Yeah.
You saw the difference when Keita came on.
Someone that can pick up the ball and run with the ball. Because now you have a creative maestro, Thiago. He's a passer. You know, he's not going to be running much with the ball. Fabinho, defensive midfielder. I can say he's a little bit out of form. I think, man, he's a little bit overworked with Fabinho.
Yeah.
Because he's had these little injuries and now he's come back and then he's get a little injury and then he comes back. So I think Fabinho's a little bit overworked. You know that? Yeah. But I was very disappointed with them, and it's infuriating watching this Liverpool team and knowing that there's this key elements missing. It's almost like that season where I think they finished third and they were in a similar position, then they went on a run.
Yeah. And
they got to third. It's like that season, such a frustration because your key players are out. Your Luis Diaz, the Jotas, the Roberto Firmino, even the midfielder, what's his name, Arthur. He would also be quite influential there. So you have these players that are out, and it's frustrating.
But does Klopp not trust the youngsters? He could have bring on Fabio Carvalho.
I think I would have brought in Fabio Carvalho there for take off Darwin Núñez, played Salah there in the striker role, and put Carvalho there on the wing, and make sure that some sort of how can I say, clinicness, to be clinical. I would give that position to Salah because he's proven himself.
Yeah.
He can score goals. He's scored goals these last couple of matches and before the World Cup. So it's not like Salah's out of form, but I feel like they're not getting Salah so much into the match.
There's no creativeness, man. Like when I was watching that game, obviously, there's nothing being created there.
Yeah.
Nothing being created. Thiago is playing there, he's trying the flicks and the tricks because that's the only thing he can do. Fabinho's not gonna. Okay, Fabinho originally a right back, coming into defensive midfielder now, but one of the best Brazilian defensive midfielders in the world, overworked as you say. But yeah, man, Thiago was the only, how can I say, attacking outlet that they had in the midfield because Harvey Elliott is still young. He come there, he played the first half. He doesn't look very good, man.
He's making lots of mistakes. He's not someone that you would say you can, how can I say, rely on. Harvey Elliott is not now in that position. His age and his experience.
No, that's where I would have started Carvalho.
Yeah, so because I would say, you know, that an experienced man, because we need someone in that position that can pick up the ball and run with it. It's almost like you've got Coutinho, Sadio Mane, that type of guys that you need now. They can push a defense back.
Yeah.
You know, you need to get in behind the defense. So we don't have that player. So when Keita came on, you could see that they were trying something. The confidence came, they were pressing. But I wouldn't say that everybody was on board there because Darwin Núñez was still there, he was still catching on shit. I mean, he was catching on crap. And Mo Salah wasn't getting in. I mean, when you look at Mo Salah and Alexander-Arnold, it looked like they were like attempting something, but they weren't confident in the position where they were.
Especially that one ball when I saw you, then it's still replayed. Where Trent, you have the whole world of space. Usually you would see Sadio Mane making the run around. I was imagining that. I was like, yo,
and it was about 89th man, somewhere around
you just need Mane to make that run, man. That's a typical Mane run. You don't know who to look for. He crossed the ball straight to the mid. Just the Silva get it, counter attack, and Burma was on it. He's lucky Konate did keep him behind so that Ellison can come sweep a keep.
I don't know, there's really stuff wrong here because I mean, I look at the pass accuracy, it's 82%, 50% for Brentford. The passes, 636 passes for Liverpool, 235 passes for Brentford.
And in the first half, I saw the stat, 49 passes. Brentford was 2-0 up, I think. I think that was the offside goal from Johan Wisa, the one where he controlled it and he volleyed it.
Yeah.
And then Liverpool had 300 something passes already. And look at the corners also. 9 corners for Liverpool, 4 corners for Brentford. That just shows of how, I feel like you can blame the coaching for this, man. And the defensive thing is because Brentford, defensively, they don't have world-class backline. It's more of discipline, man, being disciplined and stuff like that. The coach need to implant it into your players to play properly, to keep compact in like a defensive line.
Yeah.
So you have Van Dijk, one of the best centre-backs in the world, probably the best centre-back of our generation at the moment, aside from Sergio Ramos obviously, but he's out of his depth at the moment. And now you got young up-and-coming Ibrahima Konate. I wouldn't have started that guy. Why you take off Van Dijk to bring on Matip when you could have played Matip and Van Dijk?
I remember Matip had a bit of a niggle, you know. So I think because he didn't start with Robertson and Matip is because
Robertson got injured against Leicester. Yeah.
They carried a bit of an injury there, so I think he didn't want to risk it. But then he saw that he had to bring in those two after the first half showing, because you could see from the first half. So because that defensive lineup there, it just wasn't working, man. It just, they were overrun. They were getting to positions where Brighton was. I mean, not Brighton, Brentford, one of the bees, you know. Star of the bees, yeah. So Brentford, they made sure that they got themselves at those positions to cause some menace there, and that was really upsetting because I think at the moment Klopp is taking a risk on lineups, because I mean, if you look at the start of the season, I don't think this would be his team, his first team on the team sheet, because remember the captain is not there, Jordan Henderson. That guy's totally out of form.
He was crap against Leicester.
You know, he's totally out of form. So if you look at it, it's the midfield must be. We need at least in the transfer window, we need some midfielders, a proper midfielder, a quality midfielder. You know, if you look at someone, Jude Bellingham, you know, he's top quality, and if you establish him in the Premier League, I'm sure you're not going to get him in the January window, but he's something to look forward to at the end of the season to buy. You know, make sure you get that deal, because you need someone. Because Jude Bellingham is playing in the Bundesliga, he's playing for the English national team. He would be a perfect fit there. Perfect fit, because you bring in someone with a huge amount of experience, you know, at such a young age. So it's not like someone like Harvey Elliott or Fabio Carvalho, who's coming from. I mean, Harvey Elliott was sent on loan, I think, to Blackburn. I think that is one of the loans where he was at.
Carvalho used to be a starter for Fulham, one of the best attacking midfielders.
Yeah.
I don't know what Klopp was thinking not putting him on, because if you put him, Thiago, that's 2 attacking outlets. Salah would have been found so much times in that game, and Fabio Carvalho, that guy scores when he comes from the bench. It's either he scores or assist. Might be something wrong between him and Klopp, man.
I don't think so. I think when I look at the starting lineups, I think Fabio Carvalho, by watching most of the matches with him in, he's found his creative side, but he ends up, if you look at his, he tries too much things, man. So when you try too much things, you're playing for yourself, whereas it's a team game. You see, so you know that young prodigy that wants to prove himself and make sure he's there in position, that wants to win the match for you. But I would say if it was this match, I would have brought him on for Darwin Núñez. I would have brought him on for him. So, and you know, one thing I want to look at is, you know, just for curiosity's sake, is the kit. You know, kit. That's a away kit. I don't know if Liverpool has ever won in this away kit that they play. I think this is an alternative kit.
They won Ajax with the Champions League.
And what other Premier League match?
Look how we search that, man.
Just look at all the just go there to the Premier League and then look at the kit. But then you won't find it here. You must just go there there to Liverpool. Let's just go quickly. You just look at there.
So you're blaming kids now?
No,
Is this where Liverpool came to?
I'm just trying to see.
Liverpool's blaming kids.
In what kit did they play in Aston Villa?
Huh?
Let me just see something. Let me see something. But that's something that I want to look into is the kit.
Now something I want to look into is that 36 minutes at the end. What were they trying? They want Liverpool to win Brentford.
No.
Nice. That. After that, I tell 3 minutes max. 3 minutes max.
There were so many VAR decisions, first and foremost. Alright, there were some VAR decisions. There was some yellow card stoppaging. Alright. So that amount to 6 minutes.
Don't amount to 6 minutes, man. They just was let Liverpool lose and clap. Brentford, why did Liverpool suffer more?
What?
Brentford was knocking them up. First and second half maybe Liverpool gained a bit control. But did you see Brentford on the counter attack?
I saw. I watched the match.
Whole time.
But the first half, I would say Liverpool was very lucky to go in 2-0, because I mean, to be honest, it was a real shit show. You know, I mean, if you look at the losses that they had, it's against all these dopey teams, man. And look at this draw against Brighton, 3-3 against Brighton.
Brighton was good though.
And Nottingham Forest 1-0.
Yeah, Nottingham is shit.
Leeds United, they lost at home. You know, stuff like this, really, man, it's not right. If you want to be someone that's challenging for the top 4, look there against Everton, no draw. Everton's right at the bottom.
It's criminal.
Yeah, it's
Palace 1-1.
It's Palace 1-1.
Strasbourg 3-0.
Fulham 2-2 against Fulham. Where do you want to be against United?
What? Jay, United is quite United die kap you spook that they onstond.
It's 2-1.
2-1 so.
Against all these dopey teams.
You, if you did watch that match, you tell me so. 2-1.
Anyways, the next match for Liverpool is obviously going to be now after Brentford. I remember it is the FA Cup against Wolves. So obviously in that match we're going to, we're starting this channel, so we're going to obviously look at a pre-match discussion for Liverpool against Wolves, and then we're going to have obviously the post-match discussion like we're having now. And tomorrow who's playing?
Against Bournemouth, Marcuso Rashford on form.
Against who?
Against Bournemouth.
Bournemouth. What do you think is going to happen though?
What? We're going to cup them up, man.
Yeah, we leave that discussion. So tomorrow we're having the pre-match discussion with Man United versus Bournemouth. I do expect a win for Man United. Just to be honest, you know, it's quite tricky to say how Bournemouth will play, because I mean they're at the bottom, so they have their flashes of brilliance, but most of the time they've been sucking. Man United, we'll see, you know. We'll see.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for today's post-match conference with Aaron Anderson and Mani. So yeah, don't be sad. Cry on your pillows tonight and all that. Yeah, and to all Liverpool fans.
I got a headache now.
Yeah.
But anyways, please subscribe and like our channel. I mean, like the video and subscribe to the channel.
For more content.
Yeah, and obviously we want to grow the channel. I mean, this is local content, Liverpool, Man United, we best of frenemies here. And we're trying to make sure that we're bringing content to the community, which we know loves football. If you come to Mitchell's Plain, go anywhere here in South Africa, it is a football crazy country. And we just want to bring some local flavor into it, you know. So stay tuned, there's lots of videos that can come from this, but obviously we need your support. So subscribe to the channel, share the videos, share it on all platforms, make sure it reaches whatever place. So in time we can improve the quality of the video, we can invest in much more better system, we can be able to show you, we're able to you know, like go and interview people, go and meet different other fans and supporters, and we can have great discussions. But we need the support by every viewer subscribing and liking the videos. You know, so thanks. That's all I want to say. And
yeah, so we are red hot and out.